Season 3 of Black Mirror has shown us a lot of things, including the inherent flaws in our technology-obsessed society that could and might happen, but it's also shown us that Netflix can save shows and continue on to make them wonderful and great. So I want to ask, what shows should Netflix save?
All of them, just kidding.
Some of them deserve to be dead.
Well, are we making a distinction between rebooting or just continuing?
Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
I would like to see...
I don't want to see a totally redone. I want it to...
Okay, just
like
continue
if the
on.
friends went back into the apartment and just...
No one wants to see that.
No time had passed.
No one cares about the friends.
I'm saying if. I've never actually seen an episode of Friends. I don't know what it's about besides Friends.
People in really nice apartments in New York. That's what I got from it.
Very improbable reality of New York.
Yeah.
So you had a suggestion that I wholeheartedly agree with.
Yes, I would love to see an extension of the IT crowd.
Yeah!
It was so good.
Okay, that's one of my favorite
good.
shows ever. I watch it again and again.
Yeah.
I recently introduced my sister to it, and she thinks it's weird, but she will love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Because I love
it. It's only, is it 2 seasons or 1 season?
It was three plus a finale that they added later.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a few years later, where it talks about a more modern... I think that the finale was filmed or released in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also on Netflix, they have like a making of special.
Oh, okay.
I've watched all of it. It was such a good and absurd show.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is I think the stars might be
too big now.
Yeah. Like the actor who played Roy is doing a lot of movie work. You may remember him from Bridesmaids. You may remember him from a variety of different movies.
He was in frickin' Thor. I mean,
you go.
Come on. He's beyond IT crowd, but
do not continue it with Joel McHale, who was the star of the failed failed American version of the English original. There is a shot-for-shot remake out there of Joel McHale as Roy.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Why?
It's so bad. They did bring Richard Iode. I fucked up. Back to play Moss, because no one else could play Moss.
Yeah.
And then they have like an American Jen and an American
That's so weird. I never heard of that version.
Mr. Renham.
Ugh. Just
it doesn't work.
Keep the ball rolling.
But it is basically a shot-for-shot remake, and it sucks. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Bring back the original cast.
What's one that you'd like to see come back?
What would I like to see come back? So many choices. I want Futurama to be saved for a 5th time.
Oh my gosh, there's so
I want it back. I want to watch that show forever. I want to watch a new finale every year of my life. I want it to seem to wrap up, but then just keep on going because I love that show.
I have a couple of friends who are directors and animators on that show, and they love that it kept coming back for a while, and they're kind of like, all right, like we gotta move on with their lives. They came back a little bit too often.
Never. Just change the staff again. So, yes, Andrew, I was getting to that. He's put a sign up to remind me of a show that I like, which was Cologne High, which was created by Lord and Miller, the team behind the Lego Movie, and various other successful comedies. This was a show about clone versions of famous people in history as teenagers in high school together. Yeah. I think a big reason why it got canceled was because the Gandhi character was too crazy, and it was offensive because unlike the original Gandhi, who was peaceful and really advocated for nonviolent resistance, this Gandhi he really wanted to get laid.
It was a bad clone.
I think he did incite some violence several times. He seemed a little bit too crazy, I guess. But overall, it was such a funny show. Will Forte plays the lead as Abraham Lincoln. He has a rival in JFK, which, historically, there's a lot of similarities there. They're both vying for Cleopatra. Joan of Arc has a crush on Abe. There's a lot of incidental characters that are really funny, including George Washington Carver and his talking peanut friend.
What?
I
don't remember that at all. I don't think I saw enough of the show.
To be fair, I like really weird things, so maybe I'm not the best barometer. What would you like?
Another good one would be, do you guys remember Pirates of Darkwater?
No.
Get out. It's this cartoon from the 90s about these like pirates who are looking for these gems.
Is Peter Pan in it?
And God damn it. And basically it doesn't.
No, I'm serious.
No.
Okay.
And it's kind of like gritty cartoon for the time, and then it ended abruptly and then never finished the storyline. I think they finished it in comics like later on, but it was kind of like a cult like classic kind of thing. Pirates of Darkwater. Look it up, kids.
I don't know what that is.
How about you?
What other shows? Andrew was saying things off camera, including Freaks and Geeks, which I don't think would work now.
No.
Because everyone's way too famous to be in the show anymore.
The girl is, I can't remember the actress's name.
Linda Cardellini.
Yes. She is now Hawkeye's wife in the Avengers timeline.
She's in a lot of things.
Yeah, she's a voice actress for everything.
She's Velma in the live action one, and I believe she does the voice in the cartoons currently as well. She does so many things, but then we also have James Franco. We have Seth Rogen.
But no one's seen the Franco on screen.
We could cast Dave Franco as the James
Sure.
Franco role.
They're basically the same thing. Jesus.
I've heard people say Community, though I think at this point Community should be done. And I loved Community, but I think it's done.
Sometimes, sometimes when a show is dragged out too long, they run out of story and they run out of.
Well,
they run out of funny too.
I think the problem was fighting with Dan Harmon so much and then taking him off and putting him back, and now he's got to deal with this mess where you decided to put Troy and Britta together for some goddamn reason. And it makes no sense. And then there's just this weird last season where Shirley leaves. And it's just...
I didn't get that far. I did not enjoy it.
Oh, the characters start to leave. Like, the three of the original characters are gone by the end. And it's never the same. Yeah. Like, in The Office, when Michael Scott left, things just fell apart really fast.
I didn't mind it so much.
I thought it went downhill significantly without him. There's just some shows where if you pull out a key core cast member, they don't work anymore.
What's that expression? Let a dead horse lie.
Just
that expression? We really use idioms a lot.
What else?
But the thing is about Netflix, they reboot, so they saved Arrested Development, but a lot of people I know don't even like that last season.
The last season's not good because the key of having an ensemble cast is to put them together.
Yeah,
but if you have maybe 2, maximum 3 together at one time, it does not work. Yeah. Even something as hilarious as Arrested Development, which was so good before.
I guess the problem with that is that, because since the original came out, the actors themselves have had way more work. So because they were more popular and more, famous and whatever, they couldn't really schedule time to shoot the whole thing together. So that's why they did it like that, is what I heard from the internet.
No, that makes sense. That makes, it's totally rational and it makes a lot of sense. But I guess the lesson there is some shows can't be saved even if you put them back on the air. So I wonder which shows would be reasonably saved, because everything I've mentioned is probably you can't get the cast back at least.
I guess like an animated show would be easier.
you also need the creators of the show there.
Sure.
So I mentioned Clone High, but Lord and Miller are off doing movies. Well, they're also doing Last Man on Earth with Will Forte again, which is another show. But they're very busy. I like it.
Yeah.
There are parts of it that I definitely understand why other people wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
Because it's slow and it drags, and you grow to hate the main character after a while. Then you grow to like him again. Kristen Shaw's the character that I specifically like consistently. Though at first I didn't like her, so erase what I just said.
I like Kristen Shaw and everything, and she's great.
She's wonderful. I've met her. She was such a
goddamn gem, right?
Oh, that reminds me. I want Gravity Falls to come back in some version.
Oh.
But it needs to be a new story because they've concluded that summer. And Alex Hirsch was pretty clear about this is the story of one summer. I would like to maybe look into the future, maybe look into the past with the stands. That would be fun for me.
Yeah, but then he's also doing other stuff now too. I think he wanted to leave. Well, not. I think it was just kind of like the natural end of that project for him.
Well, I mean, they could pull a Legend of Korra and just make it a comic book series, which I would read. Make us comics.
Yes. We can read. We're nerds.
I want to consume everything. I'm going to yell at you until I get my way because I'm spoiled. Too real. Audience, I know what your answer is going to be, and the answer is Firefly. But what do you think Netflix should save that's not Firefly? I'm still going to get Firefly as an answer. Please let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more fun.